telling me that I don't hear from enough married women. And maybe that is the key to your happiness, is that we don't hear from you because you're somewhere being happy. But sister, we want to know, what's the key? As a single girlie, I want to know, what are y'all doing to keep yourselves happy and keeping your marriages happy and keeping your marriages whole?
Where my happy married women at? Eight. Where my happy married women at? Eight. One of the things that is extremely important is for individuals to have a personal relationship with their creator, a personal relationship with God. I'm Christian. My husband knew that from the beginning. And so, of course, with my relationship with God, thereby reflects my relationship with my husband. If I respect my God, if I follow the Bible, follow his commandments, if I'm obedient and submissive to God, that would be thereby a direct reflection of how I would be as a wife. Another thing, y'all, ladies, we need some hobbies. I got into the gym and I really began to get really passionate about it, was getting fine and super confident in the body that I had built for myself. So the gym, sewing, cooking, dancing, creating, whatever, right? Having hobbies are really, really important. And they can be hobbies that you do with your man, but it's also fine if you have hobbies that are separate from your man, because that is a way to de-stress and that is a way to kind of just recalibrate. Another thing, friendship. Having friendships outside of your relationship, but also with having a friendship with your man. Have fun, be flirty, and be fine, okay? That's what really helps the foundation of your relationship, is when you have a friendship. Do you enjoy being around this individual? Do you know him? Are you friendly to him? Do you have fun together? A friendship is very, very important. Now, another thing, crush your ego when you want to get in and remain in a healthy relationship. There are times where I wanted to be stubborn, or I didn't want to listen or take instruction from my husband, but I knew that if I was combative or hard-headed, then he would take that as disrespect. And we have to understand, ladies, that men receive love by respect. It's really important, ladies, that in crushing our ego, we also thereby teach our husband to crush his ego, because we know men come with ego, ladies. But we can win the affection of our husband's heart through our sweetness, our softness, our kindness, our femininity, and us being mentally collected. Another thing that is very, very important is setting boundaries. Setting boundaries with your friends, with your family, as well as with your significant other. And of course, healthy boundaries. You don't set boundaries to keep someone out, but you set boundaries in order to just remain respectful. Your homegirls, your mama, your auntie, your sisters, they don't need to know everything. You'll get through it. Just work through it. So setting boundaries when it comes to, again, certain things about your relationship, leaving outside of those four walls, cut it out. Everything doesn't need to go on social media either. And lastly, going to couples counseling or therapy, especially by the right people, is golden. I would recommend going to couples counseling with a married couple, with a obviously happily married couple, because then you'll be able to get a more balanced analysis of where the both of you can improve as individuals, as well as a couple. They can share stories, and it'll just really help create an environment of comfort, of honesty, and not feeling attacked. The thing is, couples who receive counseling, that it doesn't mean that your relationship is in trouble, but rather it's maintenance. You don't need a whole nother car. Your car just needs some oil, maybe some new brake pads. So definitely look at couples counseling or couples therapy. But that's what has helped me, and I thank God for the journey. It's been really beautiful. Getting back to that ego thing, I have truly had to break down my ego so much with being in a relationship with a masculine man. But it's truly helped me grow up as a woman. It's helped me become more feminine, and I love my life. Of course, it's not perfect, and that's another thing that we really have to get rid of, ladies, is the fantasies, because the longer we live in a fantasy, the longer we'll be unhappy or be unfulfilled in our relationship. So we must live in reality and to see this man for who he is, and not for what we want him to be or wish he could be. And that is what will help us overcome those feelings of inadequacy when it comes to our relationship and our man.